where he catches the biggest bass.
Today, I am fishing all new urban locations, attempting to locate some big bass. It's the perfect time to fish these new spots. Since it's the spawn, I could break my PB, not even break, I could shatter it at any cast. Today, I'm fishing 6 new locations, hoping to find some big bass and some new forever fishing spots. Thank you to Fishbrain for sponsoring today's video. All right, guys, we are at our first spot of the day. It's a new spot. I've never been here before, found it on Fishbrain, so looks like we might have a lot of room to walk either direction. So we're gonna get to fishing and hopefully get on some of the biggest big mouth bass you have ever seen. Let's see, which way should we go first? I guess this way. All right, see a couple of little small bass down there. We'll cast this Ned rig down there and see if they want it. There's actually a few over here. There's one right there. Let's see. Already coming to check it out. I've actually always wanted to fish this spot. I was looking on Fishbrain and I was like, man, there's a lot of stuff over here. There's a lot of catches. I always wanted to fish this spot. I grew up probably about an hour and a half away. But for soccer games, we would always come over here, something like the local restaurant. So we'd always drop by this creek. Then like also we've had like doctor's appointments and whatnot over here. And today I was looking on the map. I was like, where have I not ever been that I really want to go? And it just kind of worked out perfect to come over here. There's a lot of little fish in this creek, so that's pretty promising. I've never been over here, like I said, so there's a lot of people in the parking lot, and I was like, oh, this might not be, you know, the best sign, especially super accessible water like this, but I mean, shoot, it looks pretty good. Oh, little bluegill, first fish. Oh, he came off. I just watched him eat it. Cool. We're gonna fish around right here for a little bit longer. So that's how we're gonna start our day today, with a missing pincher on our crawl. It's crazy how it seems like whenever a pincher gets missing on one of my crawls, the fish just don't look at it the same. Switch our color up and see if we can get bit in spot number 1. All right, first spot's pretty cool. A lot of, very lively. Seen a few small bass, but I think the more we travel, probably the better it'll get for us. So, we're gonna go on a little adventure here. I just walked by this sign like I didn't see it. I read it, but I've never seen this before. I guess they have owl attacks on this trail. I'm not gonna make fun of it because I do not want to get attacked by an owl. Barred owl's nesting activity in this area. Due to their territorial nature, for public safety, is recommended to wear a brimmed hat, which I don't have a hat on, so I don't know if that's good or bad. Do not walk during sunrise or sunset hours. If you do, carry a flashlight. Got it. I guess we gotta watch out for owls. Well, I mean, it is middle of the day right now. It's like 12 o'clock, so we probably don't have to watch out as hard, but just be on the lookout, guys. It could be a totally, this video could take a twist at any turn. Oh, there we go. We hooked one. We hooked one. Little green sunfish. Start off the day. There we go. Not necessarily a target species, but always fun to hook a big old green sunfish. Look at that. There are some big bass swimming around over here. So look at that. First fish of the day. Not a bad one. Shout out to our country cousin Greg for helping us with our panfish identifying skills. Guys, I have been paying for Fishbrain Pro for the past 5 years on the channel. I have really enjoyed using it to find new spots. A couple of my favorite Fishbrain Pro features are, one, you get exact catch locations. So I can see exactly where fish are being caught on bigger bodies of water. That's very important for me, whether that's fishing tournaments or fishing neighborhood ponds. There's always a good side to the neighborhood pond, and Fishbrain Pro will help you pinpoint where that's at. I also use it for waypoints, so I can mark my own catch locations based on where I have caught fish in the past. And another one of my favorite features on the app is the fishing forecast. When I first started fishing, I would often look at that to see what the best time of day was. And for the fishing forecast, they're pulling from weather, lunar cycles, and also community data. Whether you're a very experienced angler or somebody brand new to fishing, one of the best features in the app is seeing what other people are using in your exact waters. Not necessarily to copy what people are throwing, but to be able to build off of it and do new things. I travel a lot all over the Southeast, so Fishbrain is really reliable for me because I can use it on a big lake, I can use it on a pond, I can use it on a river, creek. If I go inshore fishing somewhere, you can use it there. I like to try to find my own path when I go out fishing, and Fishbrain Pro normally helps me do a pretty good job of that. Overall, my favorite thing about seeing catches. As you can see, the quality of size people are catching in waters either close to you or far. So that's personally how I like to use Fishbrain. We're using it throughout the whole video today. Whether you're bass fishing, crappie fishing, bluegill fishing, whatever you are fishing for, Fishbrain Pro is an excellent tool to help you on your next adventure. Thank you again to Fishbrain for sponsoring today's video. Also, I forgot to add, if you guys want to follow me on Fishbrain, my username is LMJ10. I will be sharing all of my fishing adventures on Fishbrain, so if you want to follow along and be in the know before videos come out, all of it will be posted on Fishbrain. So, thank you. There we go. There's one. There's one. There we go. There's the first bass of the video, boys. It's not a bad one either. Right here up against this little rock wall. This pond is literally like right across the street from the creek that we were just fishing, but I saw it on the map. I was like, ooh, that looks kind of juicy, and it looks like they may or may not be spawning like right in here. So I'm gonna try to walk down as far as I can. I'm not sure how far I'll be able to go because I don't want to step on one of these rocks and it's slick and then I take this dive into the pond. I guess they make good for content, but personally I don't. That's not a personal goal of mine for today. But trying to fish all brand new spots today, and we got our first bass. Oh, there's another bite right there. The cool thing about standing up on this side of the pond is I can see down into the water since I'm so high. And there's been a couple of bass that I see circling. I don't see any beds, but it's a light spot right there. I can see as far as the shadow. Like when you get into the shadow, I really can't see, but it's middle of the day, so I feel like it's pretty safe to say there should be some bass up against this rock wall. Since I caught that one from right there, probably need to walk up from where that one was just in case I spooked in the other ones. But, I mean, as you can tell, this is urban as it gets. We're like at a credit union, I want to say. But you'd be surprised. Some of these spots like this, they can hold big bass. And lots of them too. All it takes is the right cast and your PB has changed. Oh, I had one. I think I pulled it from him. All right, I'm sure y'all can see that bluegill right there. There's a big bluegill. So you got to think, if that's the bait fish in here, those are the bait, what's eating that? So there has got to be a couple good ones in here. There's another one right there. I'm yeah. Oh, look, there's a big bass right there. Swim over to it. Got it. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. I just pitched right there in front of him and he ate it. I cannot believe that. See, this thing he's probably never had any true pressure on him. They're not too fat in here. I mean, we're in like what you think would be like heat of the spawn. And not too fat, just good old pond bass. Nothing wrong with it though. Sweet. That is big mouth number 2. I literally watched him swim. Like he was swimming right here and then he was swimming down. That's probably a good thing about being in this higher vantage point too, is like they can't really see me as well. You know, if I was on the bank over there and he was on that side doing the exact same thing, if he sees me, he probably swims off. But he sees that crawl in the pond, he's like, hey, I love crawfish, but we ain't got that many of them. I'm gonna test it out. There's another one. There we go. Let's go. Look, all 3 of the bass that we have caught have all looked the exact same. They're all long and look fairly healthy, but look like they could also use a few extra bluegill in here. All right, that's big mouth number 3. He's kind of fat. This is the fattest bass we've caught out of here. Look at his tummy. This is so much fun. So too, I feel like a little sniper up here, sniping these bass. Rock over there, so I'm gonna try to drag it off. Oh, one just swam off the rocks. Well, there's some rock over there. I'm gonna try to drag it off the rock and drag it back to me, see if we can get bit. Oh, here's another big one. Here's another big one. Here's another big one. This is actually really a big one. Let's see if we lead it to. Oh, he swam away. Dang it. Probably if I didn't splash right in front of his face, he might have tried it. He's probably at least a 2-pounder. Just give me a shot. My plastic's ripped. I'm gonna replace it after this cast. But I mean, he was just swimming down right here. Let's see if we switch out our plastic, we can catch him. I don't see him anymore, but he's probably hanging out in this deeper water right here because it's shallow. I can see the bottom right here and on that side, so it should be pretty easy to figure out where he's at. Oh look, there's 2 of them right there. There we go. There we go. Here's another one. Bass, I think so. No, a little bluegill. Green sunfish? Yeah, green sunfish. Hey, that's a thick one. We're at 2 green sunfish so far this video. Oop. All right, a couple casts right here. There's a goose right there. I didn't see him, so I don't want to get attacked. There we go. Another green sunfish? I believe so. They're at 3 bass and so stats for the day, 3 bass and 2 green sunfish. There we go. There he is. There he is. Come on, be a bass, be a bass. Green sunfish again. All right, guys, I ended up breaking off, but man, that is awesome. Like every time I ended up breaking off, but every time I come and fish a new spot using Fishbrain, I always end up finding a new spot where I catch fish at, and it is just the best feeling in the world. There's no better feeling than like fishing a lot in the same old places and then saying like, I'm gonna go try some new places today. And the new place is actually working out. Like we caught, what, 6 fish out of that little spot? All right, guys, I don't know if you can see down there, but there's a little trickle going, and I'm gonna make some cast in it. This might be the highest I've ever caught a bass if we catch one out of it. I'm sure there has to be fish in it.
Catch anything?
Not yet.
Not yet. Good luck, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, a whole bunch of little small bait fish in this little area right here, so I don't want to spend too much time because our evening will slip away from us rather quick in a big body of water like this. So we're gonna hit the next spot that we found and see if we can get bit in there. We're like right here off the side of the road now. It's that same creek. I'm gonna try one more little spot of it. Walk that a little bit. There we go. There's one. There's one on the Ned rig. He ate it the second it hit the water. I watched him come up and get it. Oh, 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 oh. Sorry. I promise. I'm gonna put you back. Just calm down. I'm sorry. All right, boys. There's another one. I'm too crazy, but it's a fish. Other way. You gotta swim the other way, dog. All right, guys, we are at the next pond. This is a pond I've actually been to quite a few times, but I live rather far from it, and I always like to check it when I'm in the area. I'm just in the area, so we're gonna try it out. We're gonna tie on a couple of different lures. We're gonna get away from the DFS stuff. First, let me tell you about these new tackle boxes. These new Plano Stowaways, $10 retail for this 3700 size box. It has a whole bunch of different options as far as where you can put your stuff, where you can organize your dividers. This isn't a sponsored thing about these boxes, but I think they're pretty cool. So start here with the little frit side. All right, lure number 1 is going to be a frit side, and then on this other combo, we are going to tie on a little general. So the general's been good to me. I think this time of year, especially if you're fishing beds or there's a potential 2-fish bed, you really can't go wrong with the good old soft plastic. I know for a fact there's some pretty good fish in this pond. I've caught a couple, but it always seems like it's either one or the other. It's either you catch, you know, 3 little ones, or you catch like 2 that are pretty good size. So hoping for the 2 that are pretty good size, because we haven't caught any that are super big today. See some fry up here, so that could be a good sign. There we go, there we go. There's one. There's a spot. There we go. Is that spot or a large one? That's a spot, 100% a spot. Perfect hook set right in the top of the mouth. Look at him, calm down for me. Calm down, I got you. I got you, just let me unhook you. I'm putting you back, I promise. Just calm down, calm down. Calm down, I guess I can lift you. Hey, calm down. Oh, there we go, oh, nope. Oh. I get it, I get it. There we go. Look at that, that's a perfect hook set. Like, that's textbook, right up in the top of the mouth. That's where you want it to be. I might have to get my pliers. Probably gonna have to get the pliers for that one. He's hooked a little too good. All right, guys, there's a good old spotted bass out of a little pond. He looks kind of rough, like he's been in there fighting. He has some scars on him. I'm going to toss him back. See you later. There he goes, there he goes. Awesome. What a perfect hook set. Perfect fish, thank you so much. He hammered this little wacky rig too. Another one. There we go. There we go. That might be a good one. There we go. Another one on the wacky rig. That's number 2. Largemouth or spot? What do y'all think? I say spot. Look at that. There's another one, boys. Out there in the middle. Another good hook set too. Hey, calm down. Calm down. I'm putting you back. Look how sharp those teeth look. Like, this one got people teeth. Awesome. There's number 2. On the good old wacky rig. See you later, dude. Thank you. Just bombing it out in the middle and letting it sit, working it back in slow. All right, guys, that's 2 fish out of this one spot. We're gonna go out here in the middle, see if we can get bit out there. Wacky rig is like a fairly slow technique, but it's a lot of fun when you're getting bit on it. Especially if you're able to go a couple back-to-back casts. It kind of, you know, makes you get ready. You know? I'm not the biggest. Y'all know me. I'd much rather be out here throwing like a frittside or a jack or some moving lure, a slobber knocker, or even throwing a frog. Something that has a little bit more, you know, something I can be a little bit more in control of, I guess, in this wacky rig. Like, I can turn the handle more times than I do with this. But this Texas rigs, wacky rigs, and, you know, drop shots, they're undeniable. You know, I don't fish drop shots that often, but when I do, it's always one of those things like, man, I need to fish one of these more. And a drop shot would probably be something that'd be good to throw in this pond as well. They're not eating this light in here either. A lot of the Texas rig or even wacky rig bites that I've had in the past couple of videos, it's just been kind of like they're holding on to it. Then I fill them as I'm moving it. But these, you can feel them when they get it, and you can feel them when they try to swim off with it. It's probably just these aggressive spots that are in here. I don't know if they're still in here, but 4 or 5 years ago when I first started coming out here, there used to be like really big spots that would swim around. They'd always be kind of like in this corner somewhere. But sometimes you see them over here, sometimes you see them over there. But there was always like 2 to 3 that looked like they were about 3 to 4 pounds that were always circling this little spot right here. So another thing I really like about this Berkeley General, if y'all can see it, the sink rate on it, weightless, is super fast, so it doesn't take that long. It's enjoyable to fish as a wacky rig or as just a weightless Texas rig, or weightless in general, whatever presentation you want, because it doesn't take, you know, it has a high salt content in it, so it doesn't take forever. And then when it falls, not sure if y'all can see that wiggle, but that wiggle is deadly. Deadly, deadly. Oh my gosh, that one hit it hard. That one hit it so hard. Oh, he's fighting too. Golly. He's like, what is this thing doing? Look at that. There's another one. Number 3. That one chewed it. I mean, that one felt like a river spot. I mean, same species of fish. 3 spots. Normally by now we would have caught a largemouth. Awesome. Look at that. Man, that one was like, I hate this thing. Not sure if y'all saw that last tug that we got right there, but that's what I was talking about, guys. It's not, there's no question about, oh, I think he has it. Does he have it? Does he not? No, when they see it, they're on it. Another theory I have is like spots and Maxent just don't mix together for some reason. Like whenever a spotted bass sees a Maxent lure, it's always, a lot of the times the bites are like that. Whether it's a little trooper like we were throwing this morning when we first started, or it's a full-size general for a bigger one, or even a smaller one. All right, just made a stop back at the truck. I put that other rod down, took the backpack off. I feel like I got them pretty dialed in, so we're gonna see what we can do. This is the best this pond's ever been. Oh, there's like a little mud line in the pond. Not sure if you can see that lighter water and then the darker. That light water is dirty water, so there might be some fish kind of sitting in that. There's one. There we go. There's another one. Hey, that one don't look bad. That one looks like it might be the biggest one, but it was like the lightest bite. Yeah, it's not a bad one. It's a dark bass. Spot. There's another one. Is that a largemouth or a spot? What do y'all think? I say spot. All right, I have the spins, dude. I don't know. That one's it's a largemouth. Kind of looks like a spot though. Would y'all agree? He has that spot shape to him, but the head isn't as pointed. He still has that largemouth hump. Look at that hook set right there. Luckily, I brought the pliers. They've been eating it as good as they are. Came prepared this time. All right, there we go. That's fish number 4. Awesome. See you later, sir. There we go. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. Let's see, what do y'all think, largemouth or spot? I say spot. Come here. Smallest one of the day, but still a good one. This is the smallest one of the day, but like, if this was the first one that we would have caught out of here, it would have been the biggest of the day. Or so. Well, those other ones were pretty good. Well, you gotta grab it like a man, son. Grab it like a man. There we go. Oh, he's peeing. Oh, he peed on me. Freaky bass. Nasty bass. All right. There we go. There is, what's that, number 5? Number 5? Definitely a spot. Awesome. See you later. Man, what a good day we've had so far today. There we go. There's a bass. There's one. Spot number, what, like 6 of the day? There we go. Oh, wacky rig, swimming it in. Look, all these hook sets have been perfect today. This is like a textbook wacky rig day. Top of the mouth. There we go. There's another one. Came over to a different pond. I don't know what that ups our score to, but we're still throwing our weed guardless wacky rig, and we got another one. Oh, that's our first one on the weed guardless wacky rig.